Estoy aquí. All right. Let's see. Hello. I'm waiting for the page to reload. It's deciding to be stupid. Cool. I wonder if anyone actually answered this question. So I'm on our paranormal again, and the post that's at the floating at the top right now is just a question that says, "What happens when a haunted building is burned down intentionally?" And I'm just sitting here like, that's messy and awkward, and I don't know what to say. I don't actually know. I mean, it should probably be obvious since I'm not an arsonist, but I don't particularly have experience with figuring that out. Hmm. Has anyone answered? Oh, people have answered. Oh, it's quite lengthy. The replies, not the post. The post literally is just like, does anyone know what would happen with the spirits slash ghosts slash entities that remain in a building if it were to be burned down? For example, if there were a haunted mansion and some people were looking for paranormal activity but got into way more than they bargained for, then decided to burn it down, what would happen? Yes, this is just one run on sentence until that point. Would the ghosts attach themselves to the people who burned it down? Would the spirits remain on site? Would they become angry or angrier? Or would they be released from the location? Uh, hmm, hmm, hmm. Someone said this sounds like a quote asking for a friend kind of question. Are you okay, OP? OP answered, this question came from a nightmare I had, so no worries. Okay, so actually we need to be there. Can we perhaps fly here? I hit the wrong button. I was like, can we fly here? We should be able to. We have access to that, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay. I don't remember which badge has which accommodation. Hmm. So there seems to be different opinions. Some people think that the spirits would be attached to the building so that it would, quote, solve the problem. And some people think that they would be attached to the, like, site itself. So I guess the land. Hmm. Someone said it depends on the situation and there's no single answer, but they feel it would make it worse. And because they think that the people who burnt it down would have developed a connection with the entities and would be able to be followed. Interesting. Hmm. They literally had a full-on discussion about that. Um, huh? Apparently someone brought up ghosts in the ocean again. Also, what do you mean say hello to Lucy? Isn't like Lucifer? Why? I'm confused. What's that? How's that related? Red Eyes in the Cornfield. Oh, that's some oh god, what was it called? That's some Children of the Corn shit right there. Fuck that. What did they call him? He who walks behind the rose or some shit? Did we even find out who slash what that was? She's cute. Sure. Those scoundrels. Can we even get past him? Oh my god, I didn't even see him. He was blending in with the tree. You got a dog. Wait, you actually got a dog? Did you send me something on Discord? You didn't. Or if you did, it's not giving me a notification. Huh. Because the last time we talked, I just remember you saying We're gonna ask your mom if you could get one, but like you didn't have one. Interesting. Oh God, sorry, hiccups. But you didn't actually have one yet, so that's interesting. Hmm. Red eyes in the cornfield. What was it? Hmm. Who posted this? Captain Dancy Pants. Okay. This event happened about a year ago, but it has stuck with me. I haven't been able to find a lot of clear information about it, so I'd love to hear any possible explanations. My family recently moved to rural Pennsylvania, about 10 minutes from the West Virginia border and about 20 minutes from Ohio. Hmm. To get home now, I drive through a lot of farmland. One afternoon while heading home, I was passing a cornfield going about 45 miles per hour when I immediately felt my whole body stiffen and had an overwhelming feeling of being watched. I found myself sitting up completely straight in my seat, turning down my music and gripping the steering wheel tighter. I was on an empty back road, so I figured if my instincts were kicking in, there was likely an animal nearby. That's fair. I mean, what else do you typically expect it to be? Let's see. Da, 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 da. I slowed down to about 35 mph and glanced around to see if I saw a bear or a coyote or maybe even a sketchy person. Then I noticed two glowing red eyes peering out from the corn stalks on my right about 10 feet in front of the car. A feeling of this is not good slash safe washed over me and I sped off to my house. Once I was there, I tried to figure out what I saw. Maybe someone's laser sight on a hunting rifle. Maybe the sun reflected against my headlights strangely, but nothing seemed to adequately explain what I saw. My sense of panic and or the overwhelming feeling of malicious intent that came from those eyes. My guess would be an owl, but this happened during the day. The moment has stuck with me, and I'd like to know if a red-eyed corn thing is a common thing to encounter, and if so, what is it? When I passed the same spot later that day, coming from the opposite direction, I felt hesitant or cautious driving by, but not unsafe. Maybe whatever I saw had moved on by then. I just want to have an idea of what that something was that might have moved on. Hmm. I'm just gonna say it just makes me think about the goddamn children of the corn. You just realized? That's funny. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe Lucifer wants to be in your life. I'm kidding. Unless. You said whoa. Yeah, maybe he wants another wife or something. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking around. I love that someone just put a little. How do you pronounce it? GIF? Some people say GIF, but I think that's stupid. It's literally spelled the same way as gift, but without the T. Why would it be pronounced GIF? Like, it just makes me want to murder someone. Not literally, but just. It's just so stupid. I mean, you might as well call it YIF because of Old English. Anyway, I love the little gif of Mothman that someone plonked down here. Okay, who's this? Mong Mongo Scrudmeyer? Is that how you say this? I is this how your name is pronounced? Let's see. Not saying it was an owl, but just because it's daytime doesn't mean that owls are sleeping. I have about half a dozen barred owls nesting in the woods off my backyard, and with the fledglings, I estimate I have about 14 of the buggers back there. And they're screeching at all hours of the day, begging for food from their parents. I had one scare the shit out of me by screeching in the tree over my car when I was going to work one morning. So owls can be out during the daytime, and one could have been in the field staring at you. Might be something different, but just because it was day, you can't rule it out either. Then Zanita, who's not OP, said, yeah, wood in front of my apartment was cleared. Trees bulldozed and it disrupted the life of some of the birds, including a mated eagle pair. Okay. I distinctly heard it late at night, 1 a.m., and went to look it up. Diurnal birds changing their habits to become nocturnal has been documented before. Then the troll in the comments said, sorry, that was me. Then someone else said M. Night Shyamalan would like to have a word. Then someone else said it sounds like Mothman. And then Mother Focus, of course, had the same idea I did and said, that's just he who walks behind the rows. Don't worry about him. He's just hanging out. It's those damn kids you've got to watch out for. And then the last comment says, Children of the Corn? Question mark. I love that we all immediately thought about Children of the Corn. We just all just think about Children of the Corn. What'd you say? Plus, I have BF LOL. Check. I must have missed something. Hold on. I must have missed the comments above that. You said, whoa, hell is too hot for me. First of all, you don't actually know it. Wait, well, is hell described in the Quran? Because technically, from other religious points of view, like religions that actually believe in the same hell, don't actually describe whether or not it's hot. For all you know, it's cold. Anyway, I'm pretty sure if you were married to him, that he could just have a servant follow behind you everywhere and fan you. And there's no reason you can't have a boyfriend and a husband as long as they're both okay with it. Or Satan could marry both of you. I don't know. Okay, so we have to check Discord. What did Magic Cat send me? Ah! I had to send many freak out messages. A blessing. A blessing. Love to see it. We love to see it! I don't even know what the eel was, what it was specifically referencing. What is the eel referencing? I can't actually tell. What's this? What the? Oh, you would feel bad? What if they're paid? Oh my god, her facial expression. Why does she look so happy? Excuse me. Fine, you can fan yourself. Alright, this is posted by someone I can't pronounce. Yeah, I can't pronounce your name, my bad, bro. Posted an hour ago. It's another question post. It says, quote, if a demon can grab me, can I grab it back? That sounds so aggressive. I love it. They're like, yo, you ain't about to put your hands on me. Like, I love it. They're literally ready. They're just like, you gonna catch these hands. I love it. Go get ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. I love that they're literally ready. They're ready. I love it. Okay, let's read it. I'm currently listening to the Chilling podcast. It's pretty, what the hell is that? Pretty scary and entertaining if you're into it. Would recommend. It's about people who experienced a demon infestation years ago in their college house. Oh. The host of the podcast talks about this demon pulling her down the stairs by the ankles on several occasions. That's kind of weird. I'm not a big believer in ghosts and demons per se, but I love a spooky story and it made me curious. If a demon can interact with us physically, even touch our person, should we not be able to interact with it physically as well? I find it weird and unfair that the exchange wouldn't be able to work both ways. Love to hear other people's takes on or explanations. Like I said, I don't really believe in demons or the supernatural, but if I ever encountered a demon, I'd like to be able to punch it. I love the energy in this post. They really said their hands was rated E for everyone and that their demon could catch their hands. I love the energy. They really went all out. They just went full aggression. Love to see it. Okay, so the first comment's not particularly helpful. Then the second one's just someone asking what podcast and who it's by. And then the third comment is just an answer to that. There's nothing useful commented on this. Like, the first comment's so useless. It just says there's no proof that ghosts and demons exist. Um, there's no proof they don't, and also that wasn't the purpose of the post. The discussion didn't say, do ghosts and demons exist? It said, if they can touch you, can you touch them? If you had nothing to contribute, why the fuck did you speak? You know, no one asked you. Why are you here? Jack Shid. I don't understand people like that. Like, what makes you think your voice is relevant? Literally, no one asked for you. Like, hello? Not to sound like a total mean girl, but like, no one asked for you. No one asked for your opinion. No one asked for you to be here. Like, I'm just shook. Like, he's just sitting here offering his opinion like he's relevant. He's not. Oh my god. I hate people like that. That would be like if someone would be like, "Do you think Jesus dot dot dot?" and then someone just answers with, "Well, we don't have proof that Jesus exists." It doesn't matter if we have proof or not. Their question wasn't, "Does Jesus exist?" It was, "Do you think this, that, and the third about Jesus?" Like, why do people always butt in where they're clearly just not relevant, welcomed, asked for, whatever? Like, what? I just don't understand it. Like, can you imagine asking, do you think hot dogs are good with ketchup? And then someone just answers, we have no proof hot dogs exist. Like, how is that relevant? Did it seem like anyone asked for your opinion or that this in any way contributes to the conversation? Like, it's just so stupid. I'm gonna. Hmm. Hold on. I'm actually typing out a response. I don't usually respond to these, but I'm typing out a response because it made me heated. What's funny to me is that apparently Google doesn't recognize atheist as a word, which is absolutely hilarious. Like, I typed it in correctly and it said it was wrong, and I'm like, pulls up the dictionary app and flashes it to the computer as if it's a person. You're really not correct, sir. I can't believe a computer tried to the computer equivalent of mansplain something. It's like I can pull up three different dictionary websites and apps on three different devices that show this is how it's spelled, and you're saying it's wrong? I don't know. It's just like, are you okay, sir? I Is it possible for computers to have like strokes and shit? Is my computer okay? It's just counting random words as incorrect when they're clearly correct. Did it randomly get set to a different language? Maybe when my husband was fucking around with it the other night. Did it get set to a different language? How does it not recognize one of the most common words in the language? Like what? Okay. Ah, that is wild. Oh my god. Okay. Give me a second. Yes, I wrote out a long ass response. Mm. When you get heated because people are being fucking stupid. Hold on. I didn't actually plan to get this invested, but I just got in my feelings because this is just so stupid. I have no idea why people putting stupid responses gets me so heated, but I just hate stupidity, so I was just sitting here typing away. It's just so stupid. I can't imagine being this happy that I kidnapped someone, but to each their own, I guess, Mars. Good for you. Also, hi, Viper Glow. I don't know why I thought your screen name was something different. And one of your cats is afraid of the purity that is your puppy? Uh, how? They're afraid of the little angel? Huh? Also, not to break the fourth wall, but Rowan's like, to think you went up against fully fledged criminals. My brother in Christ, they're not even allowed to hurt us. Like, despite the fact that more adults play this game than children, they make sure the characters never actually seriously hurt you. When were we actually in danger? What are they gonna do? Say mean girl words to us? Like, what? Whatever. I don't understand him. Ugh. I'm not going to enjoy going through the damn mountain, but whatever. I don't think there's a better way either. I think we just have to go through the mountain. It's so frustrating. I do not want to go through the mountain. Layla's a scaredy cat? Oh, we found someone who's actually more scared than you. I'm kidding! I'm kidding. But seriously, who's afraid of a teeny tiny angelic puppy? I can't. You have to be a real fraidy cat, like literally, to be afraid of an angelic puppy. It's not like she's secretly demonic. She's so pure and precious. How could anyone be afraid of her? I'm surprised there's not already a new religious cult springing up around her. She just looks so pure and wholesome. Dang. I wish there was a more non-gender prejudice way of saying someone's being a pussy, because, like, your cat's kind of a pussy. She ran away literally as soon as she saw her. She didn't even have a chance to do anything frightening, is all I'm hearing. She just exists and somehow put the fear of God in this cat. Somehow. I don't even know. Like, what? Imagine just showing up and the sight of you puts the fear of God in someone. What kind of weird animal grapevine reputation does this puppy have? Is she secretly the Antichrist? I can't. Mm, I don't think we have access to rock climb yet. What'd you say? I mean, you mentioned her name close to Lucifer. Maybe my cat knows something. I mean, you already said it had no connection with Lucifer. Even if it did, isn't he usually chill? Like, just saying. Isn't he usually chill? Have to show her dogs are nice. Okay, well, she kind of a bitch, so. Ah. Rip your cat. Imagine being so weak you're afraid of a puppy. It's not like it's a house-sized puppy that can just swallow you whole. I'm just sitting here like, she's so tiny and cute and innocent. Why are you scared? I thought you were gonna say my other cat attacked the dog. Like having one cat afraid and one cat throwing hands as soon as they meet. But now she just went up to probably make friends or something. That's funny. I totally thought one of them was gonna be throwing hands, not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, and then they threw hands or paws in their case, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, I meant to hit not forget, but it's fine because I can just exit out. Do you want to give up? Yes. I do hate that they go through the dialogue again because, like, okay, good. I hate when they go through the dialogue twice because it's like, if I already told you I didn't want it, why are we going through this again? Anyway, what'd you say? Not surprised he befriended a rat, so I wasn't worried about him. How the fuck did he befriend a rat? First of all, how are you even near a rat? I guess y'all aren't worried about the plague, huh? I feel like there are like three different diseases I call the plague, but here I literally mean the Black Death. Y'all ain't scared of the plague no more, I guess. I mean, there is a cure, but damn. I'll just never forget about the like, weren't there three different occurrences of the Black Death across Asia and Europe? Damn, you brave. Fuck that. Mm-mm. When I found out that squirrels and prairie dogs can spread the plague, and the fact that there were people in Yellowstone who were getting the plague from squirrels, I literally almost had a fucking fit. I was just like, that's not allowed. I was like, absolutely not, as Charlotte says. I just noped out of that. I was like, well, new fear unlocked. I'm never going to a national park. Thank you. Hmm. Oh, I kind of forgot. She? Yeah, all my Pokemon are female. I kind of forgot that she still had Peck. Rip. Let's see. Wait, what? My friend called me and talked to me on the phone, but I didn't receive any incoming call. What do you mean? Really? It cut off. Like, sometimes it just kind of loses the connection, so give it a second. Where is the other part of it? Okay. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it does that. Well, I guess technically I do. My husband was like, I think it's dying, and I kind of see what he means now since it's done this two or three times. Because he said that before it started doing this, so now I believe him. Because he was like, I think it's dying. We had to throw the rat away, and that's all. What do you mean? You. I'm confused. So you don't have a pet rat? Because you made it sound like you had a pet rat. Also, what do you mean you threw it away? You mean you captured it and released it somewhere, or you killed it in cold blood? I'm so confused. Or do you mean he hunted it? Because I don't really think that counts as friendship. I'm so confused. You're gonna have to explain more. I don't know. Which way you're gonna have to explain more. But yeah, you do know the fleas from rats are what caused the Black Death, right? That's why I was like, huh, bold of you to have a rat. Oh, you released it. Okay. Well, you said you threw it away, so I was like, this sounds like it didn't end well for the rat. Like the way you phrased it sounded like you murdered it and then tossed it out the window. That's why I was confused. Because before that, I thought you meant you had a pet rat. Then you said we threw it away, so I was like, so you murdered it and threw it in the trash? I just the way you explained this had me develop two wildly different takes, and neither one of them were correct, but it's because it was explained poorly the first three times. I was like, none of this makes sense. These are contradictory stories. I wasn't understanding shit. But also, yes, the bubonic plague, the Yersinia pestis. I was like, that's brave of you. Eh. I mean, there were multiple recurrences, weren't there? Let's see. That's the thousand. 100,000 million. 75 million to 200 million lives lost. Jesus. Um. Okay. So the specific pandemic of the bubonic plague from 1346 to 1353, which is a long ass time, I would say, the most fatal pandemic recorded in human history, causing the deaths of 75 to 200 million people, peaking in Europe from 1347 to 51. Yeah, I was like, y'all are brave. Y'all dealing with rats. No, fuck that. Honestly, even touching it was brave. I wouldn't have wanted to touch it, especially barehanded. I don't know how y'all dealt with it. But, 'cause they're filthy anyway, aren't they? But it was the fleas that really caused it, but, it doesn't take much for fleas to leap from one thing to another, so y'all brave. Mm. But yes. Hmm. I don't actually remember how many of these that they caused. Because, like, yes, it was a rat flea, but weren't there multiple of these? I'm skimming the Wikipedia, which is why she's just staring at the rock wall like she has some kind of PTSD. Didn't they used to call it shell shock? Yeah. I've also heard it called battle fatigue, and for some reason, this still hasn't sunk in with people. Battle isn't even like the main cause of PTSD, at least not anymore. And battle's not the only way for people to get PTSD, so it's very interesting that it was called like battle fatigue before, but whatever. Um, hmm. 14th century plague. Yeah, but weren't there more? Because it came multiple times. I'm just dead ass skimming the Wikipedia. The signs and symptoms are so gross. Do not Google the pictures. Please, God, do not look at the pictures. Do not look at the pictures. Hold on. How many times did the... Ah, here we go. How many times did the bubonic plague occur? That we know of. It hit the world in 3 waves from the 1300s to the 1900s. Okay. So only the first wave was called the Black Death for the plague, but okay, then the second one was in the 1500s. Oh, shit. The emergence of a new virulent strain of the disease. I didn't know the 1500 one was actually more deadly. Interesting. I mean, all of that's super fucked up, but holy shit. I feel like shit like that is creepy in a different way, so I think it still technically qualifies. Huh. Although the plague died out in most places, it became endemic and recurred regularly. Ooh, a series of major epidemics occurred in the late 17th century, and the disease recurred in some places until the 18th century or early 19th century. Yike. Yeah. Thought so. Just wouldn't fucking die, would it? Hmm. Let's see if any of the new TMs I got would be particularly helpful. What is this? Rock smash. No, that's not really. That's not gonna be particularly helpful. Stealth rock. No, not particularly helpful. One of my Pokemon already knows grass knot. I forgot we had sleep talk. My legs. Okay. See, bullet sleep, snarl. It's kind of weak though, isn't it? I would also need to see if she was suited more for physical or special, because I don't remember. Like, I guess I could always I'll think about it. Isn't that weaker than what she already knows? Yeah. Hmm. Doesn't she just know double kick or something? Yeah, I think that'll be more useful. Spatial anomaly? What do they mean? I don't get it. What are they trying to show? I don't understand. What are they? I don't know. Wait, what's that say? My brother and his son are hearing voices in their new house. Hmm. Hmm. So I don't think I'll actually teach her. I just kind of want to see, because I don't even remember her stats. Is that fucked up? I don't remember her stats. Mmm. Okay. I mean, that seemed more helpful than going back out, than going in again. Hmm. Hmm. It would be more useful. Okay. It would be more useful than Peck. I'll think about it. Already knows Brine. Let's see. Hmm. God fucking damn it. Stop changing. That's a little weird. Forgot we had Flash Cannon. Although, isn't Lonnie more geared towards physical? I'm gonna lose it. I hate that it keeps randomly switching between shit. Because this feels easier than going in and out 8 times for each Pokemon, so. Because you have to look at their stats, and technically you have to look at their natures too, but it would just take too much time for me to read the chart because I could never keep all of them straight in my head, so. It just seems stupid. Special attack. Okay. You forgot to get water? Okay, who posted this? Yeti Beastman? Love it. 18 hours ago. They did put a trigger warning for purposely inflicted harm against oneself. Oh wow, that's all we have. I told you we didn't have many. I was like, we don't really have many, and they're not really that good, but you know. You know. I mean, to be fair, I can't. Let me just look up her. Okay, so Surf is recommended along with Ice Beam, although we haven't encountered Ice Beam. We may find it while we're trudging through the snow, to be fair. They also suggested Earthquake. Hmm. Then again, someone else thinks the best moveset is Metal Claw and Hydro Cannon, so, you know. I guess people have different opinions on what it means to have the best one. Hmm. Let me just look it up on Bulbapedia. Between Diamond Shining Pearl. Okay. Oh, that's LA. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, so at 52, okay, I can just, if I wanted to, I could replace Peck with Drill Peck. But yeah, Ice Beam would be good coverage. Ice Beam would be good coverage. They're not wrong. Hmm. Because it's not a massive difference in attack and special attack, but one is definitely higher. Like one's the attack is 103, special attack's 116 question mark, I think I saw. So, definitely don't want to do Blizzard because it's just so hit or miss. But yes, Ice Beam could be good for coverage. Hmm. Because it's not like it would matter about same type attack bonus because neither Drill Peck or Ice Beam would get same type attack bonus. One just fits better with her stats. Don't know. What is the Drill Peck, 80. And what is, uh, where'd it go? Darn it, this is annoying. Hold on. 60. Okay, so, yeah. Air Lace, yeah, that's weaker. Huh. Is it possible for us to get a hold of Scald? But Surf is technically better. I mean, I'll have time to think about it. It's not like I have to. It's not like I have to figure out her moveset in complete. Like, I don't have to figure out the whole thing right away. When did you. What? I'm so confused. What do you mean, when did you die? How did we. Seems you're in heaven. Oh, I missed that comment. Wait, why are you in heaven? Because I finally came back to this? Hmm. It's been a while since I've seen you. And, aw, thank you. Okay. At least I hope that'll be an alright. I'm not going to enjoy going through here. Let's hope I don't get lost. I don't know why, but I had a feeling that there would be something there. Divina, yes, that technically that makes this even funnier. Yes, it does. Did they change the way the boulders look? Maybe I can't go through? I'll have to see if I can go through this way. Was there something I missed? I don't think so, but we'll see. Perhaps there was. Oh! Okay. Yeah, that's kind of been known for a while. It just doesn't do it. Which is interesting because I can hear it. I kind of just want to see it stab it. I don't know. This probably sounds really violent. But I mean, Horde Attack sounds very stabby, so I just kind of want to see it. Huh. If this were real, wouldn't her Horn Attack be not as potent since she's got a smaller horn? Anyway. I was just thinking about that. I was like, wait. If one of the main gender differences is the size and shape of their horn, doesn't that mean her horn attack is less effective? Hmm. Hi, hun. Well, considering the fact that I'm playing the game and I had to do something, no, I wasn't reading. You're a little demanding, aren't you, Magic Cat? Now, I could have sworn I did get the badge for that. Didn't I? Let me see. Hmm. I guess. Stop moving the page. Hmm. Yes, but we did that. But we went there! What? That's so weird. But we already went there. They're like, oh, you just need to, defeat the gym leader. And it's like, then why can't she do it? She defeated the gym leader and she still can't do it. What? Because in this game, you don't actually need to teach your Pokemon the move. Wild Pokemon apparently are just very polite and will do it for you. But they're not doing it? Maybe there's something else I need to do too? But yeah, in this game, apparently the wild Pokemon are very polite and will just, like, do it for you. But interestingly, it's also, I think it's hilarious that the apps on here are just. Okay, so it's not showing up. Here is what. I love that there's a little hand! It's not showing up here either. See, the others are present. Ah, I love that there's a little pointer. I'm kind of just playing with the hand, my bad. I'm just gonna. Whoop. I didn't mean to do that. No, see, his badge is there. Hmm. Did I plant these, or are these the ones from before? Better question. I didn't leave my plots behind, did I? And one of the older generations, if you didn't pick your berries fast enough, they would just fall and get lost. Anyway. My brother and his son are hearing voices in their new house. I have a feeling the house probably isn't new, but, Because I think the actual TM is what, at Lost Tower or something? Unless there's just something else we need to do? Because they made it a TM instead of an HM, because, like, instead of having the little hidden machine disc, the wild Pokemon are just polite and will just do things for you. It's very interesting, actually. Alright. So my brother and his son just moved into a new house. Alright. Okay then. Before they moved in, the house needed a ton of work done to it. Ron, wait. You know someone who's actually named Ron? I love that. Can we just take a moment to just... I love that. His name is actually Ron. Anyway. Ron, my brother... Nope, I'm still not emotionally recovered from this. Ron, Ron, my brother, had to basically rebuild this house. It needed new plywood on the floors, new plumbing, electrical roof, ceilings. Oh, hell no, that's way too much work. The The house has been vacant for so many years, and the people squatting in it completely ransacked it and destroyed the place. So after 8 months of wait, if this place was a dump and a wreck, why the hell would you buy it? I'm sorry, but I think your brother might be stupid. Anyway, so after 8 months of rebuilding this house, his son and him moved in a week ago. He told me a few days ago he thought he heard a man's voice in the house. He said he ignored it and thought it could be the neighbors. So, yes, he is stupid. Who hears a voice in their house and goes, that's probably fine? Would you not want to make sure it's not like an actual living, breathing person just kind of hanging around in your basement or attic? Is that just me? Am I the only one who thinks it's weird? Would you not check to make sure it's a ghost instead of it being some rando hiding out in your closet or your crawl space or something? What the fuck? Anyway, that is until this evening. He sent me a text saying, Damien, really? Like the fucking Omen child? Damien, his 7-year-old son, says at the dinner table that he hears a man's voice asking for help. Damien has had some behavior issues over the last few years. Like what? That's kind of vague. Especially since they say we think he's on the spectrum. What is that supposed to mean, behavior issues? He's not just acting like a neurotypical child like you want him to? Because that's not a behavior issue. That's just him not having the brain you want him to have. Anyway, um, let's see. Da, 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 da. So first I thought it might be him having symptoms of mental health issues. So you think it's more likely that the entire family developed psychosis at the same time than the fact that someone could just be hiding out in their cellar. Maybe you're the stupid one instead of your brother. I don't know. Um, which wouldn't be a far leap considering the problems we've had with Damien. Getting suspended from school, um, I'm not really sure how getting suspended from school is equal to, oh, clearly he must be psychotic, because I've never actually met a person who was suspended from school that was psychotic. There was always another issue that was why they were suspended. This person's logic makes no fucking sense. Anyway, so now Ron is freaked out, as am I, because they can now both hear this man asking for help. Okay, Ron was skeptical about what he heard until Damien told him that he hears a man asking for help. I'm confused. So if he had heard it on his own, it'd be mental illness. But because you hear it, it's fine? Again, this doesn't make sense. Not to mention the fact that apparently he was like, oh, I'm hearing this random voice. It's totally fine. And knows he's been hearing this voice. Someone else hears the voice. Him. Huh, are you psychotic? You just said you heard the voice first. How are they psychotic but you're not? Again, I think this person might be stupid. um, what does he do? How does he figure out what's going on in his house? How do we figure out if it's malevolent or nothing at all? Someone please help me with any information you can get. Please, for the love of God, can you make sure no one is hiding out in your crawl space, your attic, your cellar, your closet, some hidden room, or hell, if your house or apartment or whatever is connected to another building, make sure it's not coming through the pipes. Like, everything is not a ghost, and I'm even if it was a ghost, I love how he's like, oh, obviously everyone else is mentally ill till he hears it. Because apparently he's not allowed to be mentally ill, but everyone else is mentally ill. Like, how does this logic make sense? It doesn't even make sense. It's stupid as hell. I love how the first comment completely agrees with me. Anne wants to know says, see, I have to look at the logical first. Is there a cellar, attic, crawl space, or hidden room where some transient or homeless person might actually be trapped? I've literally heard of people getting trapped in chimneys trying to break into houses. Seriously, he should get a flashlight and look at least. It's a crazy world, you never know. I asked because seriously, the voice is asking for help. Exactly! I told y'all he was just stupid. Jesus fuck. Or maybe someone, because he said there were squatters before. Someone could have gotten trapped in part of the house because of the renovations, not even from breaking in. He could have trapped someone during renovation. Because when you're homeless, you gotta sleep somewhere, don't you? And obviously, no one was living there before, so it would make sense that they were still sleeping there because, it wasn't occupied. God, fuck, I'm just so tired of people being stupid. Huh, there's this random voice asking for help. Wonder what it could be. Is it the devil? Did you maybe check and make sure you didn't accidentally wall someone in when you did renovations, since you know homeless people used to sleep here? Like, there's just no logic to this man. He's stupid. Anne commented again, said, I have a strong feeling about this. Please search the house. Turn the noise down and listen carefully. I'd hate for him to experience the strange smell of death 2 weeks from now. Right? Yeah, plus, if there is some poor soul trapped behind your drywall or something, or because you accidentally boarded up a room or boarded up an entrance to the basement or something, and they're just trapped down there, starving and dehydrated, would you not feel bad that you were like, oh, huh, everyone else must just be psychotic, instead of checking to make sure that one of the homeless people that was just living in your house a week ago didn't get trapped? It's just stupid. It literally takes him no major effort on his part to make sure no one got trapped down there. It's the principle of the matter. He'd literally rather someone die slowly and painfully instead of just checking. He's an idiot. Lola My Molly answered, I agree, this is the first thing I thought of. Thank you. Then Anna said, if the house has been empty that long and they recently moved in, it's certainly possible. It's more than possible. It's far more possible than ghosts or him assuming everyone else is just having psychosis. That was the stupidest thing I've ever read. Yeah, everyone else is hearing this voice, including you, and you would rather believe everyone else is psychotic, which doesn't even answer the question of how you heard the fucking voice, too. Like, what? I just hate when people are completely stupid. That crazy chick answered, if the brother isn't comfortable searching the house himself, then the cops would be happy to. With the squatter history, it's most likely a person. Thank you. See, I'm not crazy. There's like 3 people saying, yo, you have a person trapped in your house. Like a living person. A squatter. One of the squatters. Trapped in your house. Good God. I mean, it's not fucking rocket science. Jesus, it's not even the science fair. I can't. I can't. I'm just sitting here like, this man is dumb as a rock. I just can't get over it. Also, as for the other part, someone answered that if he is actually on the spectrum, that it's probably just that school is stressful and you need to homeschool him. And I'm like, thank you. Why would you not think about, this is stressful and hurting him instead of thinking he's the problem? You're a bad parent and you're an idiot. Like, really? Really? Oh, everyone around me is psychotic. There's no way that some of those homeless people that used to squat here could have gotten trapped in my wall or something. Really? I'm just beyond. Let's move on to this odd childhood dream of something post by Leviathan and Introvert. Like, I need a palate cleanser. I don't even care what this post is about. Only recently I've remembered this when I was between the ages of 7 to 11. Hey, 7-Eleven! I had a recurring nightmare of how I now believe to be a indigenous spirit that starts with an S and a K. The dream was always the same. I would be with my family in the living room of my house doing normal family things when I go outside to let my dog in. My dog ran into the living room. He was out of sight for a moment before something grotesque and definitely not my dog peered at me from around the wall. It was tall, pale, and seemed to be skin and bones. Well, that's fucking weird. Hold on. Oh, okay. You can direct it at a single Pokemon. Cool. Because otherwise, this would be really fucking awkward. Alright, anyway. Da 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 da. Hmm. When it turned to run back to the living room, I heard screaming as I ran out of the house and down the street. I kept running for a while, and at this point of the dream, I was always given a choice. I could, one, pray, which I've never actually done outside of a dream, after which I'd be picked up on a cloud and floated back to my house. Around my house, there were many other clouds, all of which had people I knew on them. My parents, my brother, grandparents, everyone I ever met. When I looked down at the ground, I saw the thing. It was angry and seemed to be yelling, but I couldn't hear it. It kept switching between people I knew, trying to get me to come to it until I woke up. Or option two, I could keep running. I would run and run until I reached my grandparents' house. When I walked inside, they wouldn't be there, but the entire place would be covered in blood. I swear I could hear the thing laughing at me from somewhere off in the distance. I would run out into the backyard of my parents' house where I would turn towards the woods only to see this thing running at me on all fours, and then I would wake up. But the odd thing is, I was never scared of these dreams. I was never scared while in them or after. Okay. I could even make myself have the dream intentionally. Recently now I've started having paranormal experiences, or at least things I believe to be paranormal, which I will post about later. Because of this, I've started doing research into things like shadow people and indigenous spirits that start with S and K. I'm not going to say it out loud. You're not supposed to say its name. That was how I was reminded of this dream. I know for a fact I didn't even know anything about the paranormal between the ages of 7 to 11. I had never seen anything scary because of strict parents, so I don't think this could just be the imagination of a child. I just want to butt in and say just because your parents are strict doesn't mean, or even abusive, doesn't mean you won't be subjected to horror movies or things that are considered risque. Like, my mom was a religious nut. And somehow we still watched horror movies, and she subjected me to them. I don't know if it started at the age of 5 or if it actually started before that. Like, she just did not give a fuck about scaring me, just did not care. She didn't care if I was scared or not. And not. Hmm. I don't actually remember if I was scared. I just know that she didn't actually care if I was or not. Like, if I wasn't scared, huh, good for me. Bonus for her, because there's no screaming, crying child. But she didn't care. Like, she was strict and toxic and abusive, and I still saw that shit, so I'm not really sure what they have to do with each other. But anyway, um, I don't think this could just be the imagination of a child. Yeah, because where would he have gotten it from? That's fair. It's like, where would you have gotten this from? Like, for instance, if you have no conception of, I don't know, the Power Rangers, the Easter Bunny, the Boogeyman, and you randomly see something that looks exactly how that thing is described to look, but you have no concept of it because you've never heard of it, never read about it, never watched a movie, nothing. How would you have a concept of it? So, yeah, that makes sense. I see what you're saying there. I know there's a possibility this could have nothing to do with the paranormal, but if it is, I'm curious to see what you all think this could mean or figure out what exactly the thing in my dream was. I was going to try tonight to see if I can force myself to have the dream again and see if I can find out anything I may have forgotten over the years. I mean, some people may in fact think you're astral projecting, but that doesn't really tell me, you, or anyone else what the hell the thing was. Like, just because you're astral projecting doesn't tell you what the being, entity, spirit, whatever was. So, I'm just gonna say I think that you could be astral projecting. Hold on. Let's see. I moved across the country and I'm still getting haunted. So that probably means that you are haunted yourself or something that you carry with you is haunted. Oh, it's just two old grannies. I thought it was people with little like hats on their heads, but that's just supposed to be their little gray hair and stuff, I think. There we go. Had to come back and get it. Anyway, let's see. Hi everyone, I'm making this post because I haven't been able to understand what's going on. Oh, well, I very much understand. I'm pretty sure either you personally or something you own is haunted. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Right. Why the hell am I hungry again? I mean, granted, cereal's not, excuse me, cereal and fruit's not that filling, but still, I didn't expect to be this hungry. Anyway, let me just start over with the post. Hi everyone, I'm making this post because I haven't been able to understand what's going on. The people in my life that I've brought this up to don't take it seriously and aren't realizing how much it's affecting my day-to-day life. You're probably telling the wrong people then. The first occurrence I had was at my new apartment in September 2022. Okay, my ex and I were together at the time. He spent a lot of time at my place 5 days out of the week. This day he wasn't there. I was sitting on my bed with my closet door open. I heard my light switch in my room flick off, and about 2 seconds later, my closet light turned on by itself. Mm, can drill run actually hit it? I would have thought it wouldn't because of levitation, but yeah, exactly. I don't know why it still suggests it to me. I was like, doesn't that not work because of levitation? Why does it not say no effect? Weird. Anyway. Hmm. Let's see. Um. Here we go. My closet light turned on by itself after it's been on for a while, but wait, what? My closet light turns off by itself after it's been on for a while, but you have to manually press it to turn it on. Okay. That makes more sense. My room light, on the other hand, is just a regular light switch. In my 20 years of living, I've never had a light switch do that. I mean, same. Not we're not the same age, but like same. um, I don't think they can do that. The remainder of the time my ex and I were together, we never experienced the light acting weird. It was only when I was alone. Fast forward to January 2023. This is getting really annoying. My ex and I are broken up and I'm at my apartment alone 24/7 now. This is when stuff started to become more persistent. My closet light would turn on and off by itself. I made sure to keep it shut at all times, but would still hear the automatic switch turning on and off and see the light from under the door if I was in my room. The other night I was playing Xbox in the living playing Xbox in the living room. I don't know why, but my brain just pictured Shigaraki playing Xbox in his living room. Sorry, it's not really relevant. It's just what happened. Hold on. How did I lose my place again? Oh, okay. My room light was on, and the brightness of the light reflected down my apartment hallway. About 10 minutes into playing, I see the light just turn off. Again, I don't understand how a light switch does this. Weird things were happening with the lights almost daily, and I seriously just stopped getting freaked out because I was so used to it. I love when people reach the point where they're just so annoyed they're literally ready to bludgeon the spirit to death. They're just like, you're pissing me off so much. Love it. Love that energy. They're just so mad they can't even be scared. I love it. They're just literally ready to fist fight God and win at this point. It's beautiful. Um Sometimes I would have friends over and it would never act weird when she was there. Hmm. What you should have done is seen if your boyfriend, while you were still together, or your friend, if they would perchance be willing to sit around in your apartment alone and then see if they experience it. Because sometimes things only happen when someone's alone, but if you both experience it, you know? Hmm. Fast forward now, I just moved to Miami and have been staying in a hotel for some days waiting for my belongings to arrive in a shipping pod. I assume you say it as pod, it's capitalized. Um, I'd say like one night in, so on the first night, or the first night happened and it was the next night. I guess I'm not sure how to interpret one night in. I'd like to say one night in, the lights started to act weird again. One night, the lights in the room were completely just malfunctioning and then stopped. I went down to the lobby to grab my DoorDash another night, and when I came back to my room, all the lights were shut off. Last night, I turned the lights on, walked into my hotel room, and they shut off by themselves. Same night, I woke up and the hallway light in my hotel was on after I shut off all the lights before I went to sleep. Throughout these passages, I say night a lot because it's always happening at night. Da, 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 da. I'm a very logical person and I've considered the idea that maybe there's something wrong with the lights. Maybe the circuits are messed up. I've basically considered every possibility and would like to know what you guys think. After moving across the country and it's still happening, I don't know what to think. I have a video when the lights were acting weird in my hotel if anyone would like to DM me. See, someone else said if the activity followed you, it's more than likely attached to the object to an object you have. My bad. Try to think of anything you may have gotten when this all started. A hand-me-down, an antique, could be anything. And Moonlight Grams said that. Horror B Movie Punk said it may be that you're generating a biological field frequency through biophotons that emit from your body. The body is electrical and has been known to generate enough electromagnetics to interfere with electricity. I've literally never heard of that. That sounds crazier than just saying, yo, you have a ghost. Like, that just sounds crazier to me than just, really? That sounds like some kind of, God, what was the series called? The series with Cinder and the Lunarians, you know what I'm talking about, where they could manipulate bioelectricity, which is how they used mind control. She's a cyborg. It's supposed to be like an interesting cyberpunk alien Cinderella story thing. Anyway, it was just like I feel like it sounds less insane to just say she has a ghost. Like at this point, like what? Your bioelectricity is making your lights go haywire. Sounds crazy. Says you have nightmare, sleep paralysis, or night terrors. Opie said, yes, I lucid dream and have nightmares almost every night. Only time I don't is if I go to sleep drunk. Huh, that's weird. Don't know why being drunk would help. I have. Oh, maybe because you're relaxed? Because when you get drunk, everything kind of gets, how do I explain this? I mean, I've never been, like, drunk, though. Like, drunk. Ever. Hmm. Anyway. But she said, only time I right read that I have only had sleep paralysis once years ago. Able I said this leads me to believe something is indeed attached to you. In my experience, hauntings usually attach themselves to people as opposed to places, though that obviously does happen. Do you have involvement in the occult, or did your ex? Huh, I didn't realize we needed to use rock smash. I thought I could walk around it. Rip, my bad. Kiwi said, my ex, no, he was Catholic. I did do witchcraft or whatever it is considered when I was quite young. It was very trendy and I wasn't informed on the things I was doing. I had my own tarot deck. I wouldn't do it religiously, just sometimes. And I also had a Ouija board with friends when I was 14. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. I know lots of people assume it does, but I feel like everyone assumes having a Ouija board in and of itself means that you've summoned Cthulhu from the great beyond or something. Like, it's not how it works. Also, I wish we could see things, but defog wants to not be available. I don't actually even know where I'm pushing this. I'm just pushing it in the fog. Well, I found soft sand. Anyway. Now someone's asking if she's religious. No, I don't practice any religion. My mom was Christian growing up. She didn't instill any of beliefs in us, just used the title to make herself look good, and we never went to church. Oh, I hate those people. I mean, it's one thing when a Bible thumper actually goes to church all the time and has a reason to believe they're right. But when someone just says, like, I'm Christian and treats everyone shitty but doesn't even believe any of it and just likes to consciously use it as an excuse to be shitty, that pisses me off even more. Like, obviously, I don't like religious discrimination to begin with, but it's like, at least if you actually believe in it, it's not just a farce. It's not just this facade that's used to facilitate your cruelty and in like in an active and knowing way. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't even really believe in it, this person's mother. She just uses it to do whatever the hell she wants. I feel like that's even more infuriating than people who do shitty things but actually believe. She doesn't believe and just uses it. Like, I don't know. It's infuriating somehow. Anyway, let's see. What's to say? Da-da-da-da-da. My father's from India, so he was, how do you say this? Sikh? And took us to Gurudwara? I consider myself agnostic. Hmm. Okay, why is a person immediately jumping to fucking exorcism? It's turning a light on and off. It's not like it's tried to possess her or passionately hug her or something. Or it's not like it stole her baby or poisoned her. Like, what? I mean, sure, most people wouldn't particularly like someone fucking with their lights. But why are they jumping to exorcism? Jesus, it's not like it's left bruises on her and threatened her. What on earth? That just seems like such an extreme progression. Okay, now they're saying they also suggest mediums and shamans. I'm like, can you pick one? I feel like the medium or shaman would know better than the priest, because the priests just tend to think that everything is a demon and tell you to pray more, which isn't helpful. Aw, I don't know how Ray avoided that move, because she bulky and not as fast. Yeah, they're both gonna have issue with the hail damage. It's just gonna happen. I don't have any ice type Pokemon, so that's just gonna happen. Hmm. Really? I was reading that, bitch. My computer just sometimes decides to click out of things, and I'm like, rude? I was reading that. Hmm. 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 Well, at least going through the cave didn't take a particularly long time. What is back here? Anything? Well, that's certainly not something I want to see. Hmm. Ugh. Sorry, I just had a little. Ugh. Hmm. I don't think either of them are particularly suited for this, but better than the other three options. Why am I getting tired of this? Do I need a break? I mean, to be fair, I didn't particularly want to do this. I wanted to dig, but I was like, we should probably do the plot today. We can't dig 3 days in a row, so. Also, yes, I may actually take a little break a Rooney after this. Excuse me. Let's see. I can't even read that username. It's just got a bunch of letters, numbers, and symbols like fucking was it Elon Musk and Grimes' baby's name? Fuck that. I can't even read this. This started 3 to 4 months ago and then suddenly stopped. It's fucking math equation names. One night I was sitting at home in my bedroom. I suddenly decided to go to the bathroom. However, I caught a glance of a shadow the size of a bottle of wait, a bottle of water? That's tiny. Okay. The shadow advanced a bit, then went right back to the main shadow cast by the door. Normally, I'd check if it was possible it was a shadow of a chair. However, any of the moves that I did could reflect on the door, so there was no way that anything in my home could do that shadow. I'm confused. This is just a weird way to word this. 2 days after that, I was also sitting when all of a sudden something touched my foot. There are no cables under the desk, nor was I holding my leg crossed, so again, there was no way it could be any of that. I mean, not to creep you out or gross you out in a different way, but have you checked to make sure you don't have rats or mice? Just saying. Just saying, bestie. I feel like that might be more horrifying than just having, like, fairies or something. I don't even know. Da, 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 da. The last paranormal experience that I had was one day after that, and I was making dinner when all of a sudden I heard the floor crack and music started playing for a brief moment. I could not, excuse me, it could not be the neighbors as my neighbor next door was not at home. The flat upstairs is empty and the ones below were at work, so I was home alone. I mean, to be fair, hold on, because I can't read the rest of this while I'm trying to decide what to do. Okay. Before I move on, I will say, to be fair, that rats are technically very intelligent, even if they are disgusting. So, like, I mean, they could have turned on a record player. I mean, honestly, even if they did turn on the record player, it would probably be more likely that it was accidental to begin with, but let's see. After that, this experience I think you mean these experiences, stopped. I have no explanation for any of this. All of this happened in the span of a week and has not repeated itself. I've come to this board with the hope that someone can explain it to me. I mean, bestie, I honestly was like, do you have rats? Was my first thought, bestie. Like, I'm sorry, but I think you might have rats or mice. Why they would disappear after a week, I can't answer, but my first thought was rats or mice. I was like, bestie. Hold on. Oh, for fuck's sake, hold on. IMO that's more horrifying than the that's more horrifying than her having spooky spook going on. Oh. Do you want to give up? Yes. Because it's not like I was reading the screen since I was, reading the post. I can't read two things at the same time. Y'all seem to understand that. Saw someone vanish right in front of me. Interesting. I'm getting kind of tired though. I feel like after this fight, I'm just gonna take a break. Do I even want to read this? I don't know. I just don't even. I don't know. Why does this just say I visit a lot of houses? Like, does this even belong here? It just sounds so vague. Oh yeah, I go places. Alright, bud, so do we. Like, what? Also, I just want to say the title of this one post, it says my brother saw a black spirit at my door, and I don't know why, but I'm just like, are you talking about, like, black people? Or. Because it's like, how do you mean this? I was just like, that is not a flattering way to, to portray yourself. Let's see. Have you ever seen a shapeshifter? Or do you have personal shapeshifter stories? Why is this making me think about the person who wrote about their grandfather dating an Aswang? It honestly sounded like she cared about him too. The Aswang, I mean. Sounds like she clearly cared about Grandpappy. Sounded like they were in love before, the whole thing. It's kind of sad that they didn't get to be together. Although it does make me go, huh, OP could have been an Aswang if their dad, or sorry, if their grandpa had stayed with her. Interesting. Also, where did everyone go? They just kind of disappeared. Ah! She's evolving. Happiness. Yay! Huh. Hmm. I don't know. 165. I don't know. It'd be nice if I could teach her Earthquake. Or, does she actually learn Earthquake on Level Up? That's a good question. I don't actually remember. Good God, they made this huge. Hold on. I know what it is. Now give me the deets. Honestly, if y'all aren't gonna be here, I might just leave. Let's see. So this is for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearls, Sword and Shield. Okay, okay. Wait, really? So she will have access to Earthquake naturally. Okay. And Megahorn. Cool. And also Horn Drill. Neat. She's doing really well considering where we are. Yeah, I might just cut it off here. Cause y'all aren't even here. What's the point of staying on? Okay. I'll just go then. Cause not even Magic Cat and um cause my husband and Magic Cat are always here and they're not even here either. So I'm just gonna cut it short. Alright. Bye then.